And again, sometimes a pork chop is just a pork chop.
Think they know each other?
I think they are each other.
Hey, everybody, it's my little brother!
Today we're talking about one of the most fascinating cases in TV history. The endless, baffling, and downright bizarre sitcom career of Tom Arnold. The man who Hollywood kept trying to make a household name with his own sitcom, even when audiences rejected him again and again. Now if you're too young to remember or just forgot, Tom Arnold wasn't just some random comedian plucked from obscurity. He came into the spotlight in the early 90s during his marriage to Roseanne Barr, one of the most powerful people in television at the time. Because of that connection, Arnold went from being a behind-the-scenes writer and occasional performer to suddenly being positioned as the next big sitcom name, and that gamble led to his first starring vehicle, The Jackie Thomas Show on ABC in 1992. The premise was actually kind of meta. Tom played Jackie Thomas, a narcissistic, hard-drinking comedian who just landed his own network sitcom and tormented his writing staff with wild demands. On paper, that sounds like edgy, self-aware TV ahead of its time, almost like what 30 Rock or Curb Your Enthusiasm. But in practice, it was too abrasive. In the pilot, Jackie storms into the writer's room and threatens to fire people for not laughing at his jokes. And instead of being charmingly outrageous, it just came across mean.
I'm the new spokesman for Man of War Sporting Goods. They gave me a bunch of ski equipment, tennis rackets, jogging suits, and hats. You guys get the hats. Thanks. What is this, a new Global Inquirer? What'd I do this week, sleep with an alien?
Worse, Bobby.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, I love it. Don't print anything.
Wait. You're not upset?
Huh, everybody knows there's no gay people in Iowa. Now, me fathering that two-headed goat, that hurt, because, you know, I couldn't get a date for a month after that.
In an episode like Jackie's First Date, the writers tried to show his softer side, but audiences weren't buying it. They didn't want to root for this egomaniac, and the comedy didn't connect outside of Hollywood insiders who understood the satire. Critics panned it as smug, and despite Roseanne fighting behind the scenes to keep it alive, ABC canceled it after just 18 episodes. That might have ended things for most comedians, but Hollywood wasn't done with Tom yet. In 1994, CBS rebranded him completely with Tom, a family-friendly sitcom where he played a widowed father raising 5 kids in a trailer park.
Build our own house and our own piece of land where nobody can take it away, except for the bank. They don't want it.
Tom Arnold gets down and dirty as a blue-collar, trailer-living husband and father of 5 out to build his family's dream home with his own bare hands. It's a scenario straight out of Tom's own real life with his real wife, Roseanne.
I took from Rosie and I's life, too, because in Iowa, you know, we got this big farm where we have cattle and stuff, and we're building our dream house like I'm building over here, and we live in a trailer like my family here lives in, and Rosie always calls our dream house in Iowa a hole in the ground, because it's hard to see, imagine how great it's going to be. He plays my youngest son. You know, Andy's brothers, his 2 brothers are famous, too. They made many, many movies and TV shows, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And what are their names?
Joey and Matthew.
Joey and Matthew Lawrence. You may have heard of them. Matthew's on Blossom, and Joey's a big movie star for Death Down for. Oh, is it the other way around?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the other way around. But you're going to be a lot bigger than them because you're working with me. Right. Forget about Blossom when you got me. No, forget it.
That setup could have been a heartfelt underdog story like Full House, or a blue-collar comedy like Roseanne, but episodes like the pilot or the PTA meeting showed exactly why it didn't work. The family dynamics felt recycled, and Arnold just didn't have the warmth audiences expected from a sitcom dad. Add to that the fact that his marriage to Roseanne was exploding in tabloids at the same time, and you had audiences struggling to accept him as America's new lovable single dad. The ratings tanked, critics tore it apart, and CBS yanked it after just 11 episodes, with 1 episode never even airing. By now you'd think the experiment was over, but nope. In 1997, the WB network, still brand new and hungry for content, took their shot with The Tom Show, where Arnold played a recently divorced TV producer who moves back home to raise his daughters.
Hi, I'm Tom Arnold.
Yeah, we know. And I'm Shannon Tweed of The Tom Show.
That's my show.
It's our show. I play Tom's ex-wife.
You know, honey, whatever happened to us?
You mean you?
So,
Watch The Tom Show this fall on the WB.
you know, I think we're finally starting to communicate.
I don't think so.
The Tom Show, coming this fall to the WB.
Premiering Sunday, September 7th on WGN.
This one was closer to Arnold's real life. The network tried to lean into his image as a flawed but relatable dad. But even with episodes like Dating Again, the whole thing just felt generic. The WB's audience was tuning in for young, hip shows like Buffy, Dawson's Creek, and Seventh Heaven. So, watching Tom Arnold crack corny jokes about midlife parenting felt like the wrong product on the wrong shelf. So why did Hollywood keep trying over and over? The answer is part timing, part power, and part stubbornness. In the early 90s, Tom Arnold's association with Roseanne gave him instant credibility. His name was always in the press, and networks figured curiosity alone would guarantee viewership. He also had respect from insiders as a joke writer, so executives believed the problem wasn't him but just the wrong format. And let's not forget, the sitcom boom of the 90s was so huge that networks were throwing money at anyone with name recognition. To them, Tom Arnold seemed like a sure bet, but the problem was always the same. He could be funny in supporting roles, like in True Lies or as a side guest on talk shows. But carrying a weekly sitcom required a mix of warmth, charm, and relatability that he just didn't project. He was either too abrasive when playing edgy characters like Jackie Thomas, or too unconvincing while trying to be the wholesome father in Tom. Audiences never embraced him, and no amount of network rebranding could fix that. And yet the sheer number of chances he got shows how much Hollywood sometimes tries to manufacture a star, instead of listening to viewers. Over the years, Tom Arnold became less about sitcoms and more about being a quirky, recognizable personality, popping up in films, stand-up, or even as a talking head on reality TV. Looking back, the story of his sitcoms is almost more interesting than the shows themselves. It's a cautionary tale of what happens when industry hype collides with audience rejection, and how networks will sometimes double down on a gamble. In the end, all three of Tom Arnold's sitcoms, The Jackie Thomas Show, Tom, and The Tom Show, flopped for different reasons. But together they tell one big story. Hollywood kept trying to make Tom Arnold happen, and America kept saying no.